Well, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is struggling to address the city's migrant housing crisis. Yesterday, he joined CBS Mornings, where he attributed part of the issue to a delay in migrant work visas. And he explained how that is adding up to a very large bill for sanctuary cities.
What is more American than the right to work? Why are we having thousands of people here that are not given the basic premise? The precursor to sleep to American dream is the ability to work.
It's a 1996 law. It says you got to sit out for 5 months, right? You need that work.
And that's even with an asterisk, because even when you sit out for those 5 months, the backlog is so much. Some people could wait anywhere from 1.5 years to 2 years. And so we're saying, in essence, that we have to take care of 97,000 people, food, shelter, clothing, education, the children, the entire combination, and it just continues to flow.
So joining me now is Murad Awawdeh. He's the executive director of the New York Immigration Coalition. Thank you so much for joining us. So we've just been listening to the mayor. I learned something yesterday when I heard him talk about how long it takes for migrants to get permission to work, which they want to do. Can you explain the reason for the 1996 law and, why there hasn't been, I don't know, an exception or some sort of modification to allow people to work faster?
Well, thank you for having me on your show today. And I think that the asylum law that your Mayor Eric Adams and you were discussing is discussing two different things. The first is that once you apply for asylum, you actually have to do it within the first year of you entering the United States. And then after you apply, 5 to 6 months later, you can submit your second application for an EAD, a work authorization. And that is it's written into our law. So for us to have that changed, it's not something that President Biden can do on his own. You would need to get Congress to change that law. And it is an unfortunate aspect of the asylum law. But there's other things that President Biden can do to support our newest New Yorkers and the folks who have come to the U.S. seeking refuge and safety. And that's first and foremost providing them with humanitarian parole or temporary protected status, which would eliminate this need for any waiting of getting work authorization. It would actually happen once you apply for the immigration relief. You would also get work authorization similar to any other visa that you can apply for, with the exception of asylum, where you have to wait. And the mayor was right. There's a huge backlog right now that's going to impact people's applications even longer than what we are anticipating because of COVID and the gutting of USCIS, as well as the staffing up is happening, but happening not as quickly as we need it to. So there's a lot of different issues about why it will take a very long time for people to get work authorization, unless that there's a different avenue for them, such as humanitarian parole or temporary protected status, that will help them move forward.
Makes a lot of sense. So you are on the ground, you see sort of these migrants face to face. I have the numbers, and the numbers are startling. The mayor says the city has spent $5 billion on migrant care this year alone. There are 57,000 asylum seekers currently in New York, with about 10,000 more coming each day. Those numbers, they boggle the mind to me. Do you foresee, if the pace stays like this, can you see the city just sort of running out of space? It's already basically running out of space, but can you see a time where the city says we cannot accept any more?
Well, we've heard some of that rhetoric already from some of our elected leaders. But what we do know is that over 100,000 people have come to New York, and the vast majority of them are able to stand on their own and actually continue to support the economic and cultural well-being of our city. So this is the moment that migration to New York City is not a new thing. This has been happening for centuries. Folks originally came from Eastern Europe all the way to the Middle East, Africa, Asia, and beyond to actually make New York what it is today. And the only difference in this iteration of migration is that people need a little bit of help to get on their feet. And that's what we're seeing, right? We're not seeing thousands of people arrive a day. We're seeing, if anything, maybe 100 to 200 max people a day. We're not getting many buses every day. There's a misconception about how many people are actually getting here. I think the harder problem that we're seeing is that similar to historically unhoused families in our shelter systems, we have migrant families who are in there, which account for the vast majority of the number you mentioned in the 50,000 arena, which is about 11,000 families who amount to 40,000 people who are going to have a really hard time getting out of shelter. And we need to actually support everyone, regardless of who they are, to get out of shelter and into permanent housing, because that's going to help you lay the foundation for you being able to build a healthy and thriving life, regardless if you've been here for 50 years as a New Yorker or 50 days. We need to really be supporting people, not keeping them in shelter, but actually getting them into permanent housing that's going to help them build their lives, especially for folks who have small children, because we see with the adults, they're getting out on their own within 30 to 45 days.
I think it's a really good reminder that this is a city that has been a haven for immigrants and migrants since the very beginning, and a good reminder that many of those numbers, they include children. Murad, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.